Greetings and welcome back to another Market Open live stream. Today we have lots and lots of earnings, including Tesla earnings. So we have earnings at lots of different companies. In fact, I'm going to pull up the list here in just a moment. I want to mention up front here that I will be at 6:30 posting some sell orders. And the reason for that is, as many of you know, I have gone into margin. I went a little too crazy buying the dip in September, at the end of September, and then I had a tax bill, and I went $4 million into margin, 4.1, and now I am going to reduce that to about 2.1. Which is approximately fine with me because I'm going to, the reason I went so deep into margin in part was because I spent about 1.6 on real estate, and I should be able to refinance that for around 1.9, 1.8, something like that. Probably more. And I'm assuming like fix up costs and all that good stuff already included, holding costs, everything in there. I paid less for the properties. But anyway, so once the properties are refinanced and the particular sales this morning go through, which we'll go through today, then all that margin will be gone. So I would say by, I don't know, January, the rest of the margin would all be gone. But this would be enough to where it's like, okay, I know as long as I just break the piggy bank on those two properties, I'm basically at zero margin. And I wouldn't have been in that extra 2 mil of margin had it not been for me buying those two properties anyway. So in my opinion, that works out. But I don't want to, I really like not having margin because that way, let's say we go through a big old earnings miss, then I'm able to buy the dip. And if we go to the moon, I am more than happy to go to the moon with my money, not somebody else's baggage and debt. So not too enthused with walking around with debt on stocks. I hate it. So let's take a look at what we got in terms of earnings and all that good stuff. I will be posting, what did I say, at 6:30 in the morning. Whenever the market opens, I will post a summary sheet in the Stocks and Psychology Money group of everything that I am trading, and then I'll also post the confirmations and all that good stuff. So that's coming at 6:30 in about 24 minutes. Okay, good. So, which if you want to join, link down below. Okay, so this morning we had Verizon and Winnebago Industries that reported. Let's go ahead and pull up and see what's going on with these two. So we're going to pull earnings on these two. Obviously, I think a lot of people are going to be really excited about what happens with earnings after hours today, especially since one of them is Tesla. It is worth noting that Netflix killed it. Absolutely. LMGR. What could LMGR stand for? I don't know. It's LMGR. Lumber. Nah, I don't think that means anything. LMGR. It's the closest thing to a word that I've gotten since February. But anyway, so which basically means I've pretty much gotten nothing but random scrambled letters on this darn thing. But anyway, yeah, so we're going to see. Oh, yeah. Netflix crushed it yesterday, and the darn thing's down like 1.88% in pre-market here. This is just like the MO of this stock market. It's very, very weird, is that earnings could literally crush it. The stock goes down. Earnings miss, the stock goes down more. Like it's very, very weird, the mentality of the stock market this year. But that's okay. That's another reason I don't want to hodl margin going into earnings. I'll do plays. Like if I see little swing plays or whatever, sure, I'll play it, but I'll isolate that. I'm not going to put my entire portfolio through playing earnings through margin. Anyway, so okay. Dow Jones pretty much flat, down 0.04%. S&P down, or sorry, up 0.02%. Again, basically flat. Basically flat on the Nasdaq Technologies, up 0.11% over here. If we jump on over to bonds, oh, no, not invest in you. I really just want the bonds. And there we go. Okay, bonds at 1.63. This is better than what we had last night. Last night we did spike up to about 1.67. That's what we spiked to about last night. I don't even know if they're going to reflect it here. Yeah, they're not even reflecting it on their chart. Maybe it was, I don't exactly know why, but Bloomberg was running a headline about Treasury yields running to about 1.67. Why I can't see that on the CNBC chart, I don't know. I really don't, but that's okay. So, all right, now I've got to look at some of these earnings. All right, let's see what we got. Okay. LMGR, Light Management Group. Okay. Let's make great returns. Make lemonade great again. Oh my all right. Earnings. So we're gonna start with, I want to say it was a Verizon. Let's see here. Verizon. Let's see what we got. Okie dokie here. Easy. Verizon Communications. Okay, so come on. Being very, very slow here. There we go. Forgive me for I am slow. Here we go. Okay, Verizon headlines. Here we go. Adjusted EPS coming in at 141. The estimate was 136 for Verizon, so that's a slight beat on adjusted EPS. We have 32.9 in operating revenue. That's a slight miss from 33.24. Guidance slightly higher. That's good. Postpaid phones, net adds 429. Oh, wow. They added almost 90,000 more users than expected. Really good. Q3 wireless churn rate 0.94. That actually doesn't seem that bad. And all right, now they're on the earnings call. Wireless broadband customers. Nah, talking about earnings. Okay, good. So let's see how they did in how the stock market reacted to them. So stock market, good, was positive, 1.43% here on Verizon on the slight beat. Oh, that's cool. You could show or hide all drawings. Oh, that'll be really convenient for when I look at Bitcoin. And I have so many drawings on Bitcoin that I could actually hide that all. All right, it's cool. So that's Verizon. And then the next one was Winnebago. Now, Winnebago, people went nuts buying this company up because it was seen as really a pandemic play, that people aren't going to be flying, that people are going to be, driving around and whatever. Not mobile homes. What am I trying to say? Like fifth wheels or RVs. Anyway, it's up 2.44%, which I feel like is kind of a little bit of a spoiler to what earnings probably will look like. But this would be a place where we'd like to see some information come out in an earnings call about inflation. And in fact, I'm going to write that down. WGO, we're going to look at their earnings call later about automotive inflation. Definitely something we're going to want to look at in their earnings call. Okay, so their earnings, there we go. Winnebago comes in at an adjusted EBITDA of 129 million in the quarter. The estimate was for 104. It's a really good beat. Net revenue came in at $1 billion versus that's the bottom line, is the last number I gave. So that was adjusted EBITDA, roughly the bottom line. Anyway, net revenue came in at $1 billion versus 949. That's about a $51 million beat on the top line, and the adjusted EPS beat very nicely. I mean, these are really good earnings beats. I mean, so far, Netflix beat very nicely. Winnebago, very nice. Verizon was a decent push here. Winnebago, by the way, announced a $200 million share buyback on October 13th, a week ago, which, seriously, that was just like a big, like, hello, we're going to beat on earnings. I wonder how well they did once they announced that. They announced that on the 13th. Oh, yeah, okay, the stock plummeted. Yeah, that makes a lot of sense. Whatever. I'm telling you, the stock market's funny. Okay, cool. So that's Verizon, Winnebago. Now, Anthem also reported. I don't know how much I really care about Anthem reporting, though. I guess I'll take a very quick look at Anthem. I don't love the medical stuff because I just don't understand it as well. So medical membership for Anthem went up to 45.1 million versus an estimate of 44.8. Their operating revenue came in at 35.5 billion. That's a slight beat over the 35.39 expected. EPS, adjusted EPS coming in at 697 versus 637 expected. Good. So slight beat there, and good operating cash flow. Well, at least it looks like way over 6 billion. Anthem. Yeah, Anthem doing decently here in the pre-market as well. What's Anthem? I mean, so far earnings are looking very, very good. Anthem up 1.74. So all the earnings so far looking just absolutely great. Excellent. So that's good. Okay, cool. Now we're going to have a bunch of earnings later today. Let's see what we got before earnings. So we have, let's see here. Earnings for after, we have Tesla, IBM, Las Vegas Sands, Kinder Morgan, HP. Cool. So, okay. So we got a lot of stuff happening in after hours. Then we have, oh, look at the pre-market here. Pre-market, you got Owlet moving about 2.34%. Nice. SoFi popping up a little bit, 1.45%. Which, let's see here. Okay. And towards the downside, Vinco Ventures. I don't really know. I don't remember anything about this thing, but I know that it was kind of getting a little bit of a momentum play. There were some folks asking about it. I don't really know anything about it, but hey, you know what? Good for them. Okay, cool. So then we have Cheesecake, 3% to the downside on Cheesecake. There goes Dave & Buster's again. It's really heading to about $30. Now, there was also this alarming piece of FUD that I wanted to look at, and it had to do with COVID. I think, did I take a screenshot of it? I'm pretty sure I took a screenshot of it. Hold on a sec. Tesla up about a quarter of a percent in the pre-market here. Let me see if I have that FUD. Oh, wait. No. Where did I see it then? All right, well, it was definitely on terminal. I thought it was on my app. But anyway, it was basically saying, just going to give you the what my memory says from like the middle of the night whenever I read this stuff. It was basically saying that COVID not to be complacent, because COVID in the United Kingdom and Europe is not doing so well, not doing so hot. Let's see if we could just do a quick Google on it. I know it's fuddish, but remember, FUD does not mean fake news. New York City to mandate vaccines for workforce. Okay, let's get into COVID Europe. I don't know if it was this article, but because this is from 2 days ago, and what I was reading was brand new. But anyway, whatever. We'll pay attention to COVID. We'll see if we get any kind of new COVID headlines or whatever. But I did see that a little bit, and let's just do a COVID cases search really quick here. So let's just do. We'll start with the United States. United States doing well here with this fall, but United Kingdom not so well. Look at that. United Kingdom is double peaking here, or as we'd call in the stock market, double dipping. Obviously the opposite, the bad. But anyway, so United Kingdom, let's try Germany. Yeah, see Germany looping back up again a little bit. France is actually doing well. Italy's doing okay. It's really so far looks like Germany and the UK. Netherlands starting to tick up again a little bit as well. Let's try Greece. Romania and Bulgaria. Oop, not Greenland. Greece ticking up a bit as well. Bulgaria. Was that where Vlad was from? When I was a child in Bulgaria. Wasn't that his? Oh yeah, look at that. Yeah, you definitely got the spike there in Bulgaria and Romania. Yeah, that's interesting. Turkey. Okay, let's see here. Turkey, Australia, I doubt that. But maybe. I know they're pretty pissed over there. Oh, wow. I was wrong. Because Australia has always been like the world of like zero. And yeah, you're right. They're popping off. I'm sorry. I was wrong. It's just not good. Even New Zealand. Oh, no. Is it the prime minister they have there? The lady? Prime Minister of New Zealand. Yeah, it is a PM, right? Is the Prime Minister. Okay, yeah. Anyway, she's not going to be happy. No, I'm sure she already knows. But anyway, yeah, that's interesting. So you're definitely seeing COVID cases pop on here. You know what? Where we could probably get some European news. bbc.co.uk. Let's try this. Jacinda. Okay, give me some COVID news. We haven't actually talked COVID news in a while, but you gotta be prepared for the potential for an actual winter surge again, right? I'm actually surprised. I'm not seeing a lot of COVID over here. COVID. Positive vaccine. Wow, BBC doesn't actually have much. Oh, they do bbc.com now. No way. It always used to be co.uk. I guess they got the domain or paid for it. Anyway, yeah, I mean, so frankly, I do, part of me does wonder if that's why you have a little bit of this potential bearish sentiment on something like Dave & Buster's. I'm not in Dave & Buster's. I'm not in actually any recovery stocks. Well, I mean, I guess you could call Disney somewhat recovery based. But anyway, otherwise, I'm not in any recovery stocks. And, depending on how bad COVID gets, if it ends up being a problem here in the winter, it might make sense to buy into some recoveries. You just have to be careful that you're not buying the value traps, right? Where you have heavily indebted companies that are going to have to raise a lot of capital, a lot of shares, and then you end up getting screwed on your trade. Yeah, what is this? New mutation of Delta variant. So Delta is a mutation, but you're saying that Delta, the mutation itself, is mutating. It's exhausting. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I'll be having a Tesla video post after this live stream as well. Probably like 7:15 or something like that. Go to news, not just the homepage. Is it really a difference on BBC? Oh, here. Oh. I haven't used apparently I haven't paneled through this. I mean, the BBC pops up a lot in Terminal, so I don't have to go to the website a lot. But anyway, ouch. It's an ouchie plane crash. Looks like, but nobody died. It's crazy. Because that don't look good. Anyway, yeah, not really seeing COVID news here, but it's definitely something that came up in the Terminal. I don't know why it's not like headline news somewhere else. But anyway, so okay, Democrats move to break stalemate. U.S. futures hold steady as traders mull recovery. Wall Street doubles down on the great inflation trade. Ooh, the great inflation trade. All right, let's see what we got. Money managers are hiking bets on the great inflation trade of 2021 as the biggest risk to price stability in more than a decade rocks corporate boardrooms and Wall Street trading floors. With supply chains and labor markets tightening anew, the latest Bank of America survey shows investors have rarely been this overweight assets that gain from rising prices or higher bond yields. This month, 38% of clients are betting the inflation era is here to stay, a higher level of conviction than the prior month. Wow. And rather than inflecting down, it's inflecting up. Around the world, fund managers keep bidding up banks, leveraged loans, and commodities. At the same time, the allure of gold, which has held up since the age of Babylon, is getting tested amid lackluster returns. Well, that's because we got Bitcoin now. Inflation that spurs rates higher is typical for a typical boon for banks that can charge higher rates for deposits. Energy firms are also in line to benefit, although their gains may be capped by environmental concerns. Banks claim the highest allocation in this month's B of A survey, with fund managers more overweight than at any time since 2018. Ooh, right before we raised rates. I'm sorry. Right during the time we were raising rates, because they started earlier. We were already raising rates in 17. I think it was end of 16 that we started. But anyway, growing chorus of investors have been pitching leveraged loans as a shield against rising inflation at central bank tightening, loan offers, floating interest rates. Okay, blah, 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 blah. Real estate. Conventional wisdom is that investing in property is a natural offset to rising prices because rents go up. While owners of residential property may be able to jack up rents quickly, commercial property developers tied into long leases risk getting left behind. That's a good point. Inflation-protected bonds. How are the tips doing? Outperforming nominal. Okay, Bitcoin has been cited as a potential hedge. Well, yeah, we know that. Okay, how are the cryptos doing today? The cryptos. Like, that doesn't sound old at all. Anyway, the cryptos. Oh, look, the cryptos are up. Actually, they're doing very well. 64,375 on BTC, Ethereum 39.35, and Cardano sitting at 215. Looks like we had a little pop off here on Cardano right at the start of the day here. Let's take a peek. Yeah. This is the 1 day chart here. Looks like we really started taking off around 4 a.m. Finally, Cardano. A little love. Cardano deserves. It did just double in 2 months, but it deserves more. Anyway, so the market is opening in about 3 minutes. If you have not yet watched, depending on when you joined, if you haven't watched the beginning of the video yet, I encourage you to watch the beginning of the video. Watch the. It's going to take forever to put all these screenshots in here. I'll try something else. Watch the first bit back on 2x or something like that. I gotta just quickly put all these. Jeez, man, this is a lot of screenshots. Okay, I'll just row screenshot this. Anyway, I'm gonna post at 6:30, right when the market opens. I gotta post all my trades. Well, not really trades. They're more just like getting rid of margin. Well, I guess those would be trades. But anyway, I'll do that. And yeah, it's a bunch of things. It's like 10 or 15 different trades or whatever. So I'm getting rid of about $2 million of margin. But if you watch the beginning, you'll see that. And I'm posting all of that in the Stocks and Psychology of Money group, which you get lifetime access to if you check out that link down below and use that coupon code. Worth noting as well that you get up to $70 in free stocks if you check out Public by going to metkevin.com/public. metkevin.com/public, and you'll get up to $70 in free stocks. All right, so let's go ahead and listen to CNBC for a moment. Let's see what they're saying over here. Micron CEO, what does he have to say?
This percentage of mix within semiconductor industry will continue to increase. So that's one important thing. Memory and storage is essential for all computing today. It's in every piece of computing. And Jim, why?
That's boring.
By Root Metrics.
Oh, they got a commercial on Bloomberg. Okay, fine then. Fine then. Let's see. Okay, cool. So what else? Yeah, let's see how the market's doing as we get in. We've got about 1 minute to the opening bell. Tesla's up 0.22. Tesla up 0.22. Etsy up 0.37. Good. I mean, I'd like to take a little bit of some tendies going into some of the green here. Charge point up, good. Corsair, good. Look at this, folks. It's the recovery sector that's actually doing the worst. Cheesecake, Darden, Dave and Buster's. I mean, minus Solar Edge over here. And part of me does really wonder if it's some of that COVID news that we saw. So we'll see. Anyway, I'm gonna start uploading. These are all my confirmation or trades. Upload. Oh crap! Retry. Some of them said they failed. There we go. Go post. So many screenshots. I don't know why Discord makes you do them one at a time. It's so dumb. Anyway, let's get the bell.
For long haul will absolutely make sure that investments and increased production capacity avoid the situations like what has occurred over the course of last several months. Therefore, building resiliency of a secure supply chain in America is important, and that's what Micron is committed to doing. And it's important that Congress passes the CHIPS Act and the FABS Act to support the initial grants, but also with investment tax credits for the long haul, really support the competitiveness of our industry with global industries, our competitors overseas.
Okay, so I'd say that's about what, 70% green? Okay, there we go. Yeah, the other thing is, keep in mind, me reducing margin allows me to reestablish in the event that there's a dip. So I just posted a big old spreadsheet of me selling. I don't know if they're all going to go through because they're all just like limit orders that I placed before the market because it's just way too much for me to do right now. I'm not going to bore everybody with it. But anyway, it's like 15 trades of closing or opening, maybe mostly closing options and certain share positions to reduce margin because I just don't like the borrowed money. All right, let's go see how the market is opening up. But by starting with the SPY. Let's see what we got. Okay, SPY's up. Good. This is excellent. This is what we want. We want things to go up because that's going to make it very easy for limit orders to go through. Tesla dropping a little bit here, sitting at 864. We know Tesla's going to beat, but analysts are already expecting Tesla to beat. So I don't know how impressive that's going to be. Probably not very impressive at all. But anyway, let's see here. Okay, so then we have Morgan Stanley down. Yeah, look at that. Morgan Stanley going red. Enphase going red. We've got the volatility index. Volatility index is down. Netflix. It's shocking to me that what's it called? Netflix is down after, in my opinion, such a good earnings report. There we go. Okay, it looks like most orders that I made have gone through. There are a few that we'll have to wait on, apparently. No, there's only one that hasn't gone through so far. Although Robinhood doesn't make it super easy to know. Let's see here really quick. Okay, yeah. Okay, cool. So what else do we have here? So Cake down 2.75, but it's actually moving up a little bit right now. Enphase down about a couple percent. Lemonade down about 1.5. We've got Charge Points down about 0.8. AMC about 0.66 to the downside. Moving to the upside, let's look at the watch list here. Change, we have Planet 13. I don't know if that's updated. That looked glitched. Yeah, it disappeared. Camber Energy. Boy, this thing's like 15% plus or minus like every day. It's crazy. Then Rite Aid, Peloton. Look at Peloton here. That's not bad. Peloton, hold on, there we go. Peloton back to 92. I'm kind of impressed by that. So good for Peloton. That's 92.73. You know what? That could be another one of those where you look at it as a potential pandemic play, with those COVID articles. Think about it. I know it's weird to think about COVID again, but Dave & Buster's bleeding out, Darden, Cheesecake, these guys red, not in them. But for what other reason would you see Peloton all of a sudden up 5% and these guys bleeding? Now, Peloton could also be an end of the year workout play, right? As people want to treat themselves for Christmas or whatever. I was like, oh, I'm gonna get fit or whatever, this, that, whatever. Who knows? So Cardano 215, Pinterest actually up a little bit here. Redfin 2.2, it's actually, well, it's 2% up even now. Fastly, DocuSign. How are some of these things moving? DocuSign's moving nice, awesome. Roku's moving up. A lot of the, interestingly, some of the tech's actually moving up going into tech earnings here. Baba's up 2%, but rotating down a bit. Wish is up 3%. Rite Aid. Look at Rite Aid Spike. That's got to have been news. Let me look and see if there was Rite Aid news. Rite Aid. Individual company news. Deutsche Bank adjusts Rite Aid price target from $15 to $13. Maintains hold. Nice. Okay, so really just an upgrade here by DB. It's moving on that. Peloton moving well. How's a firm? Peloton now slowing down a little bit. A firm ran about 1% here. Etsy's about 1%. Tesla. Ooh, Tesla dipping a little bit here. Tesla's sitting at 858 right now. Let me see here. Yeah, these things have all pretty much gone through. Okay, good. They have. Good. That's done. That's done. That's done. Oh, yep. Okay, cool. Everything went through. So it's always the funny thing about when you set a bunch of limit orders pre-market. It's like, oh, well, are my actual orders going to go through? But anyway, so Tesla's like free falling here. Enphase. So is Enphase. Look at that. Enphase sitting about 180 right here. Winnebago. Wait, Winnebago B. Yeah, Winnebago had a nice beat, and it's down now about 1.6%. Upstart down 2.48%. Interesting. Today is the day that you're going to get Tesla earnings, and I wouldn't be surprised if you just think a lot of people. I mean, Tesla usually goes down with earnings. Usually, not always. Just happens to usually, and I think a lot of people are predicting that. And I think there's going to be a lot of anxiety over these earnings. That's again why I'd rather not be in margin. That's why. I mean, I'm again not completely out. But you watch the beginning of the video and you see that, and that's going to let me, we like what would be, in my opinion, beautiful is we get this. Look, I'd love to beat on Tesla, right? But what would be beautiful is some nice dips on Enphase, Etsy, Tesla. Because let's say maybe they have good earnings, but the supply crisis or something has weighed on them. Whatever. Like, I don't really care. Something. Like, give me some dip opportunities, right? Yeah, a lot of drama regarding Dave Chappelle's special there on Netflix. China house prices reducing for the first time in 7 years, reported on Bloomberg. Please fact check me. Oh, well, okay, let's see. I don't know if it's going to be easier for me to find that, but I will try. So, okay, China, yes, you are correct. It says, China's housing market slump has intensified in recent weeks as sales plunge and more developers default on their debt. Now the downturn has reached another milestone. Ooh, okay. Hold on. And that is home prices have begun falling for the first time in 6 years. The 0.08% drop, it's like nothing, drop in housing prices. It's just the issue is it's the first time it's been negative in, well, again, 6 years. Poses a potential big blow for an economy that counts on its property-related industries for almost a quarter of output. Homebuyer sentiment is evaporating as the Chinese crisis at Evergrande continues and ripples through the industry. With prospective buyers already wondering whether cash-strapped builders can deliver their apartments, the risk is that they stay away in droves on fears that real estate is no longer a safe bet. Well, yeah, no kidding. I mean, I'd be freaking out too if I were in China. I don't know what I would do. I'd have to be there to know how bad it really is. But yeah, I guess I can't really speculate in terms of what I would do, but I wouldn't be very happy. Let's put it that way. I think that's the easiest way to put it. I'm going to save that article. There we go. I saved it. That's interesting. Drop in confidence has affected people like a property management consultant. Business is so light because less and less interested. People are less and less interested each time we call. Peak season. September is typically peak season, yet residential sales tumbled 17%. Faster mortgages. So far, authorities are largely resisting the urge to ease up on the industry. Regulators have told banks to speed up mortgage lending again, but the central bank signaled on Friday it would keep monetary policy broadly unchanged. Yeah? It's not so good for China. And the public chat and go private. We'll be in the private course member live stream soon. All right. So Tilray cannabis play here down 4%. Look at that bleed out on cannabis. Ouch, 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 ouch. Yeah, BlackBerry down about 4.09%. Enphase a little ouchy here, 3.79% to the downside. Still sitting at 180 though, still pretty incredible. Let's see here. Delta Airlines down 1.5%. Marriott International. Again, a lot of the recovery ones, mostly in terms of red recovery here. Matterport's tiny little bit red. Peloton doing well, 4.4%. 23andMe over $10 again. This one's almost turned into a little bit of a momentum play. Cardano, Tattooed Chef finally rebounding. This is now its second day in a row of it actually finally rebounding. Yeah, there we go. Here are my drawings. It never really did make it down low. It's like Jukebox Hero, slung way down low. Remember, because he couldn't get a ticket. It was a sold-out show. You know, he heard the roar of the crowd. Anyway, Ethereum is almost at 4,000. All righty. Let's see what news we have. Oh, Coinbase is up again. Good job, Coin. Trade Desk, Etsy up 1%. Yeah, okay. I think the big attention is going to be on. Cloudflare is actually green again today. A lot of attention is going to be on Tesla. Kind of bobbing around the 858 number. And we'll have some attention on, I'm sure, AMC. Yeah, AMC is trying to get back to 41.36 again. Yeah, okay. Let's see what other headlines we have. Oh, did we just breach 165 on BT? I don't think this is updated yet. It's sitting at 64.4 right now. Yeah, that's the highest price I see. Here's 64.420. Anyway. Oh, there it is. It just updated. 65. Oh, wow. I didn't know Coin Market Cap was going to be slow like that. Let's go to the trading view. This is going to give us a little faster. Yep, there you go. Look at that. 65.3 right now. Nice. 65.4. 65.3. Look at that on the crypto moves. I love it. For what it's worth, I didn't sell any of my crypto. And it's now a story on the Bloomberg. Bitcoin rises to all-time high, surpassing April peak. I have like a flashing red bar right now. Warren renews assault on private equity payout, worker policies, White House plans for COVID shots at schools and rollout with kids. Southwest and American make a dangerous mistake. Ooh, it's an opinion article. All right. 65.5 on BTC right now. It's just it's moving. This is a nice move right now. Nice bullish rally here. 65.7 right now. Wow. It continues. Let's go look at the stonks. See, with crypto, you don't have to watch earnings. It just goes up or down. Peloton, 5.3% right now. Good job, Peloton, on that recovery from 80. Coinbase up a couple percent here. Nice. Etsy, 1.1. Very nice, very nice. 65.7, 65.6. Ooh, we're going to keep this one up. And let's see if I can look at some of the other ones. I'm going to pull Ethereum here just to see if it's tracking at all. Not really. 39.68. 65.4. So Ethereum not pulling the same sort of love. Let's go to the minute. So here on BTC, we're on the day. I'm going to go to minute here as well. Oh yeah, look at that volume. Holy smokes. This must have been like some institution or some kind of whale. I don't know, something abnormal here just happened. Yeah, that's definitely what we're seeing here. But if aside from abnormal, if you want something that's really awesome, check out the programs linked down below on Building Your Wealth. Coupon code expires in 9 days. And thanks to all this inflation, price keeps going up. So 9 days, check that out, link down below. And you can get up to $70 with Public by going to metkevin.com/public. They don't use payment for order flow, and then they won't sell your data. And you can follow me so that when I trade on public.com, you can see my trades by going to metkevin.com/public and then following me at MeetKevin. All right, let's take a look at the CNBC now talking about Bitcoin hitting the record high.
I thought Adam Aron was fabulous yesterday, and I wish him luck. And I know that there are people even at this table who think that stock is hopelessly overvalued. And I keep saying that stock is worth whatever you could sell 1 million shares at, which is right now that same price. Dave, you missed a very candid discussion with about the SEC report.
I didn't miss it.
But you were kind of in it.
Yeah, I was.
Okay, they're just babbling again. 65.6 on BTC. Even though this volume is plummeting, it's somewhat holding some of these levels. This is a whale move right here. This is an institution or somebody coming in big and heavy right here. Yeah. All right. Let's see what we got. Go back in the stocks. Apple up about 0.5%. DraftKings 0.25%. Surprised it's not moving more on that NFT news. But then again, they had that NFT news in August as well. Definitely watching these recovery plays as they kind of melt. Mostly Dave & Buster's. Remember, folks, this thing, I would set a reminder for this or some kind of marker. Remember, it fell down to 30.92 on August 20th. And even though we've had higher lows recently here, it seems like it's somewhat trending back to that direction. All right. End phase. Let's see how it's doing intraday. I see someone commenting. Yeah, almost 4%. It just fell under 180. And Tesla's recovering. Tesla coming back up a little bit. Trying to go for a break even, basically. Lemonade just went slightly positive. SoFi is up about 1%. Corsair 1.43. So nice little move here. Coinbase couple percent. Good job. Yeah. Okay. Well, what else? Let's see. Going back over here to Bitcoin, 65.5, 65.6, and 39.83. Almost going to hit 4K here on Ethereum. This is probably going to happen here soon. Can I check Sonos? Yeah, we can see if there's any news here on Sonos. Let's see. David Einhorn raises stake in Sonos. Sonos extends gain to 3.7% after Einhorn boosts position. After he's owned it for a year. All right, come on. Ethereum's going to break here. It's going to break 4K. Bitcoin softening again a little bit here. Look at that volume. Just evaporated, but it came in so fast and so hard. Let's see what happens. All right, let's see. See what else we got. All right, so PIMCO warns uncertainty set to crimp returns on bonds and stocks. Well, yeah. How are the indices doing, by the way? Dow Jones actually positive here, 0.29. We were slightly to the negative side. And the S&P's risen so far. Can't bet against it. Let's look at the SPY. Yeah, look at that SPY bump. Very, very nice SPY bump here. SoFi pulling back slightly. Tesla dancing around 0.1 to the downside. All right. Brent is sitting at 84.30, and for bonds, we're at 164.3. Paul Tudor Jones says inflation could be worse than feared, and it's the biggest threat to markets and society. Billionaire hedge fund manager Paul Tudor Jones believes that inflation is here to stay, posing a major threat to the U.S. market and economy. Woo! Number one threat is that inflation is not transitory. Trillions of dollars in fiscal and monetary stimulus is an impetus for inflation to run hotter longer. To rescue the economy from COVID-19 pandemic, of course, a little bit of background. All right. Bloomberger. Okay. Any other news here? No particular news. We talked about Evergrande. Talked about COVID. Let's go to Wall Street. Vaccine for young kids to be given at schools. Almost half of Afghan evacuees at U.S. base are children. Yikes. Stocks edge higher amid tech earnings. Yeah, earnings are beating, but then again, Netflix fell. And Netflix. Yeah, 2.41 to the downside on Netflix. Ugh. Enphase down 4.41% right now. Matterport down 2.52. It's actually perfect, honestly. This is It's so funny. We'll talk about it later. But anyway, Affirm's down 1%. DocuSign 0.56. Tesla just worsened to 0.36. 23andMe. This is having a momentum run. I want to learn more about this. I think it's overvalued, but I'll see why. We'll see why it's running. Always avoid earnings like the plague. Yeah, I agree. So this here says that 23andMe actually, all we have is that on October 14th, 23andMe surges after positive mention on CNBC. And now it's just options volume up, options volume up, options volume up. Volume surges. It's turning into a momentum play. Oh, did we hit 66? Let's go. Oh, yeah, look at that. We touched it. Come on, where's 4K? Come on, 4K. Let's go, 4K. It's $3 away from 4K. Let's go. Oh, yeah, Zoom earnings can be brutal. Look at it bounce off 66. I mean, we hit 66,100 here. Yeah, 66,100. And Ethereum, come on, break 4K. You're so close. Nope. 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 All right. Cambridge Energy, 23andMe, Hive, Hut 8 Mining, almost $13 a share right now. Oh my gosh. That stock has just been so beautiful. Been tracking this thing since it was $3.20. It's been killing it. All right. Peloton, 4.68. Marathon Digital, Riot Blockchain. Makes sense. These guys are up. Tattoo Chef's finally going slightly green. Yeah, which we expect. It goes in these little back and forth cycles. Corsair's finally coming up a little bit. 1.56. Good. Pinterest, Macy, Shift Technology still sitting at about $7 there. Downside, Dutch Bros. Whoa. Look at that. Look at what happened with Dutch Bros. Just all of a sudden, it just evaporated. Ugh. Oh. Yeah. Dutch Bro, what you doing? Down 5.4 now. End phase down about 3.66. A little bit of a U-turn there on end phase. And let's see here. It's at 180. So yeah. Let's see here. 20 times 180 times 100. I'm going to, for December, let's go to Jan, an extra month. Yeah, I'm going to do that. I'm going to sell a put on end phase right now. And that's going to be one of the, I did like 15 trades this morning in the stocks and psychology of money group with the full spreadsheet. But now I'm also going to do sold put at 180 for January 2022 on end phase. I don't know. How much did I do? What did I do? I don't know. I'll find the picture. Oh, there. There. Yeah, I like it. When did we break 4K on Ethereum? That's awesome. One sec. There we go. So this is the time to do a sell put when things go down. And that also raises my cash a little bit, which, because you get a credit of whatever the 30K is or whatever. So That actually reduces your margin slightly. It does take buying power, right? But oh, sweet. Yeah. Awesome. Awesome. Wait, what's my options buying power? Overnight buying power, options buy power. Oh, sweet. Okay, yeah, I got plenty of options buy power left. 1.267 on Webull. All right, good. So now we shall explore more pain. Let's see what else we have. Oh, yeah, I wanted to see crypto. Yeah, look at that. 66. Oh, yeah, breaking 66 now on. There it is, 4K. Congrats. Oh, that's awesome. Jay Hicks, thank you so much. After 3 years of watching your channel, I bought my first property and finally bought the do-it-yourself and real estate bundle. Congratulations. Thank you so much. Happy to have you. Yeah, we'll be talking about real estate today in the course member live stream as well as all of the transactions that I did this morning. So coverage initiated, charge point initiated with a buy rating. Good. That's awesome. I wonder if it's moving on that. CHPT. Oh, really? No, not really. Unless that was from earlier. Could have been. Do you think Upstart is further proof of concept for SoFi? I'm not as well versed in Upstart. It's not something I invest in. Oh, man. PF credit cards. SoFi doesn't do cars. But they do, at least that I'm aware of. But they definitely do personal loans and mortgages and student loans. I think you're maybe in a little bit of you're in a similar world, but not the same. There are definitely similarities. Brr. Got cold in here. Okay, so we're going to be bouncing around 4K and 66. It looks like. How is CoinMarketCap? Let's take a peek here. Cardano 217. Yeah, Cardano's moving up a little bit as well. Nice. I wonder if Cardano was almost the canary in the coal mine for these guys running today. Because it started earlier, I feel like, than the others. But anyway. All right. So we're going to be going to the course member live stream here momentarily. If you want to join, link down below. Watch lecture 1.0. And we'll see you there. We have Enphase sitting at 179. Affirm's down a couple percent. Cloudflare a little bit. Trade Desk. All right, what else? CRISPR. Robinhood. Robinhood's down about 0.86%. Where's Tesla? Yeah, Netflix falling 1.71% is so weird. It did so well. Oh my gosh. Wayfair. Oh, Wayfair's at 248 again? Oh, I didn't know that. Really? Oh, sweet. Good. Oops, sorry. Yeah, because I have a sold put on them. Good. I'll take it. I'll take it. All right. Cool. Did I send Jerome Powell my coupon code? Yeah, he needs it. Did you see that? His financial disclosures are a joke. I did a video last night. If you haven't seen it, I posted it at like 6:30. But this is really good volume here, folks, on crypto. It's incredible. Really, really good volume. So that's why you're seeing this price action. Yeah, that's exactly right, Nick. Exactly right. All right, folks, I got to go. Thanks so much for being here. We'll be in the course member live stream in like 20-ish minutes. All right, thanks, folks.